it?
Ooh. Welcome to number 37. This is No Cypher. This is Tobias.
Travis,
You're dope.
we're dope.
And this is No Cypher. Oh,
And your
it's ready.
Bears won. And your
The
Bears.
Bears. The
I've
Bears. Oh,
been wanting you to talk about this because I watched like the last 30 minutes of that game and I was like, yo. I
oh,
was
the
like,
first three
this is
quarters.
why I used to watch football back in the day because it was, dude, that was a gnarly fourth quarter. Like, dude, I was
Absolutely.
just like, oh fuck, what is gonna happen?
Caleb Williams is Iceman. He is Iceman. He is,
The
my
fucking
goodness.
them laser passes though. Holy
Did you
shit. To that
see the
wide
fourth
receiver.
and
I forget his
eight?
name, but they're just like bing,
Yeah,
like
Caleb Williams. Yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. That pass that he did on fourth and eight, and if they didn't catch
Hmm.
that ball, that's it. The Packers win. Here we go. We're gonna hear it.
But yeah, it was like
Cheeseheads.
that, like
Right.
right
And
at
he
the
did the
perfect
Michael
moment.
Jordan, man. He
Yeah.
did the jump. They
Yeah.
said they calling it the jump man throw right now. And they're like,
Yeah. Oh, are
ooh,
they? Are
that's the
they? Yeah.
toughest throw in Bears history. You
Uh,
know, and we've had
well, I mean,
quarterbacks, man,
Bears always have had amazing defense. So it's like
to have a good
it really is
offense
just
though.
like you gotta do something else past that. Like, yeah, it's just like, yeah, you gotta like the fridge, you know what I mean? Like you got a bunch of motherfuckers that like, yeah, you slip past maybe, but it's like you gotta go. Like the run game is kind of it's not necessarily old school, but it needs to be utilized
Oh,
properly.
they
So
have
that was
been.
something that West Point or like the Black Knights started to use. They
Mhm.
started to use the passing game when I was there early on, and they were doing fucking well. You know,
Yeah, go Army.
they were still kind of yeah, no, 100%, 100%. But no, like to see how they were kind of like molding that like the defense or at least keeping still that strong D, but then like actually trusting someone to throw a fucking laser 40 yards or whatever down the field and just be
Hardcore.
like, dude, huff it, like, and look over your shoulder. You know what I mean? Like that.
Mhm.
I've had that happen a few times, and that I'm gonna tell you right now, that is one of the most amazing feelings is like knowing balls coming for you, looking, you're clear, and then looking up and seeing it and just being like,
Beautiful, like right
it's
into it, and
oh, it's like,
it's just like
oh,
that pass
man.
because he was
Yeah,
nowhere
yeah.
near where that ball was supposed to
You-
go. Roma Dunze. If he didn't
you-
cover that ground to get that
But
ball, he would have airmailed it. It would have been
even if
another
you're
interception.
yeah, even if you're going a little bit offline or whatever, like, as a receiver or I guess even as a passer, if you're kind of seeing like, fuck, like that's gonna fuck the lineup. But like if you're getting it close enough and you're in tune enough with that receiver, they'll probably understand, like, see that ball coming, like, oh shit, like that's obviously not directly coming for me, and then like read the screen or the cover and be like, oh, because that's to fucking get to the open, like, boop, boop, like, like break
Yeah,
an ankle, juke, and then catch it and go.
true.
So
And
yeah,
that was great
it was
execution.
really dope to see that those two, and that running back were really kind of like it seemed like they were gelling. You know what I mean? That's what I was gonna say. Like if not this year, oh,
Absolutely.
it's gonna
Hey,
be
I tell
gnarly
you
next
what,
year. Yeah, because
we
now
got
they're already
fair weather on
learning
our
each
side
other's
this weekend,
movements.
though.
Yeah, like they don't have to say anything anymore. It's like
We,
you twitch one weird way,
yep,
and the person already knows what you're fucking thinking. It's like how I used to work with a bunch of people, years
yep,
ago, where it's like you work for 8 of the 10 hours and never have to say a fucking thing to the person.
true.
Like, because when they like do so, you just know what's going on.
True.
It's like
But
it
then
just nothing needs to be said.
look at this though.
Mhm.
This weekend we're playing Sunday against the LA Rams, and we got Matthew Stafford coming into town. Now,
Okay.
if anybody remembered, Matthew Stafford used to play for the Detroit Lions with Calvin Johnson, who was Megatron. Um,
Mm.
and I remember this game too. He is 2-8 at Soldier Field, and that doesn't spell good news for him. And the weather is going to be 13 degrees on Sunday, and the wind chill will make it feel
The
like it's
Lions
negative
suck, boy.
8,
The
8
Lions
below.
suck.
Here's the factor. I remember
Sorry, I
this.
always laugh when it's cold, and I'm like, yeah, you play
Yeah,
like a fucking Cali team or like a Florida team, and it's
yeah,
cold, and they're playing like fucking someone from fucking straight up north. I'm
yeah.
like,
But they're
oh, you
they're in a
bet.
dome, and this is what Stafford's problem was.
Oh, yeah.
In Detroit,
I
Ford's
mean, they're
Field
still gonna
is a
be
dome.
cold though. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a dome, so they got heating
Mm.
in there. There's no dome here. There's no heating here. You're gonna feel every bit of that Lake Michigan wind and that wind chill. It is going to be horrible Sunday. It snowed bad this morning, boy. I was out this
Oh,
morning.
I know.
It
Yeah,
snowed
I was
horrible.
looking. I was like, is it gonna do enough to where I gotta fucking shovel, or is it enough to where the HOA is supposed to take care of it? I don't know. It's on the cusp. I'll fuck with it later. But
Oh yeah,
the sun came
if the
out, so
roof
it melted
collapsed, you
some
got
shit.
some money coming. Yeah, you better get that.
Yeah, nah, if I could, yeah, I ain't definitely not fucking rich, but yeah, say HOA. Fuck, hate this shit. Just happens to be
HOA
there's
got
no
you on
way
that.
you can. There's almost no way you can live in a place that isn't like unless it's a single house or something. Like
Oh yeah,
everything is fucking developments, HOA bullshit. It's fucking horrible.
I hear you.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
But
what am I paying you for?
right.
God
But
damn.
the
Yeah.
major thing about this game, right? Like I said, Stafford played here once. I remember this game where, and this is Detroit. They had a chance to win the game, right? They threw the ball to Calvin Johnson, caught the ball. Now, how he went down and he had the hand on the ball. Now, yeah, palm grip on the ball, and it hit the ground, and he let
Yeah.
the ball go as it hit the ground. He had already scored. He's got 2 feet in. It's a touchdown.
But he's
But
got 2 feet in. Yeah. So I was gonna say, I was gonna ask. I'm like, well, this is because I remember it took me a minute to understand. I was like, oh, college rules is 1 foot in. Like NFL professionals 2 feet, and like that's
yes,
you'd see people just like they'd spike their feet and fucking drag it,
right.
like
But
if
see,
they caught or maybe caught something. Yeah, so yeah,
what happened with Calvin Johnson though was he had the ball in his hand like this, right? And
yeah.
when it hit the ground,
You
when
have to
he
like
landed,
maintain control.
you got to
Yeah,
maintain control. He hit the ground and dropped and let the ball go. They said that was an incomplete pass, and the Bears ended up winning that game. I
yeah.
was like, thank God for that, because
It's
this
a
is
stupid,
Megatron we're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. It's a stupid technicality. I know. It's like okay, like oh, if it was a second. Later he would have been holding it, but like then yeah, I get. I remember. I think I remember that one where it was like it seemed like he hit, bounced, but then still grabbed it and like caught it maybe. Or there's been a
No, he
few.
caught it. He caught it, no
No, no, I
doubt,
mean,
no
but when
problem.
when like when
But
hitting or when like landing, yeah,
right when
yeah,
he landed, he had
yeah.
it where the ball was going to the ground, and he just dropped the
Mhm.
ball, let it go.
Oh,
He's
okay.
supposed to maintain it when you cuff it under. That's letting them know that you have maintained the ball. It's not going to hit the ground. Anytime the ball hits the ground, it's going to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what he got screwed over on, and they was mad, bro. They was pissed.
Oh, it
I watched that game
reminds me of
live.
who the fuck was it that did one of them fucking like they weren't in the end zone yet and they fucking dropped and spun the fucking football. I think it was a college game and like
I
dropped and
don't,
spun it
I don't
and they
like
weren't in the
college
end zone yet.
football, to
So
be
then
honest with
technically
you.
it was like it was a fumble and then they grabbed that shit and ran
I
it
don't
back.
really watch college football. I
I'm
like the
not
big
sure. I
leagues.
I saw one of those. It was like, yeah, celebrated a little too early. Like
Yeah, but
celebrated
he
right
sure
before
did.
you got
He
in the
did
end zone
celebrate too early
and then
because he
like
had it
spun the
and he's going
ball and
crazy.
then
Yeah,
like some of the defenders were
yeah.
sitting there. They're like, "Dude,
Doing
what
too
the
much.
fuck?" And it was sitting there spinning, and it was like still not even in the end zone. And like the refs weren't, saying it was a goal, and they're like, "Fuck it!" Like went and grabbed it and ran it. But
Right?
yeah,
They didn't kill the play. They
celebrate too
just went to
early.
grab.
Yeah, celebrate way
In
too
the
early.
NFL, they would have killed that. They would have said that's a
Yeah.
touchback because he dropped the ball before he go in the end zone. He don't have it spinning and stuff. That's a
Well,
touchback.
but if you were to go and then like actually like kneel it, that'd be touchback, right?
No, no,
Or
no.
that
So
that'd be
like
the
if he
quickest way
caught
to
the
get
ball right,
two and then
no, if he caught the
maintain
ball, he would have
possession.
ran it into the end zone, right? And
Mhm.
dropped the ball before he crossed the plane.
Mhm.
That's a touchback, and it will go to the other team. So in NFL, college ball might be different. It has probably need to
Yeah.
be touchdown or
I'm not
grabbed
sure. It was
to get it.
it was wild. It was a moment where I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah,
And
in the
I had to
NFL,
watch it
that's a
back again.
touchback.
I'm like, "Oh, I'm like he legit before he went in the end zone, motherfucker, like did that like drop spin move with the ball and then walked in the end zone and was all chilling and was even more funny is like the
Dude,
ball wasn't they like it never went into the actual end zone."
and
And then
so they
like
never
I was gonna
did
say the
it.
defensive line was
Okay,
like,
so
"Fuck,"
that's how
and then they
college
picked it
ball
up and
is then.
ran with it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it
how
must have been
college
college.
football is then,
Yeah.
because they would have killed that in the NFL. That's dead. They kill it when it drops and hits
Hmm.
that 1 yard line or short to the end zone.
Yeah, done. And yeah,
It's
yeah.
done. You're a touchback. You
I
didn't
mean,
score,
I know
and
the
they'll
rules
review
are
it,
slightly
but
different,
they
but
still they'll call that a
yeah.
touchback.
I know the rules are slightly different in a few ways, but I the last like decade or so, it seems so weird how like the college players are acting like they're fucking NFL players. But I mean, they do probably got sponsors and scholarships and all
Now
this shit.
NIL, bro.
It's weird, yeah, but I mean
NIL, they getting mills.
that's half
Man,
the
you
reason to
imagine if
stop
we had
paying
went to
attention to
college.
pro sports though, because all the money
They
that
can
was
go
just like,
back to college. Like one dude
yeah,
got drafted. He said that he was in the G League. This is the NBA. He's in the G League. He
mm,
doesn't sign with the team that drafts him. And then now he's saying he's going back to college to play another year in college so he can get the NIL deal. He could get like maybe 2, 3 mil. And if he wants to decide to go
oh,
to the
fuck,
transfer portal, he can go to another school, get paid by them, and still get paid by the old institution he left. Wild work. You
two, three
imagine, like
mil, two,
me and
three
you are
mil, and
11
I'm
years
worried
apart,
about
right?
paying 40 grand for fucking 2 years at fucking SAE
Who you
and hoping
telling?
I
I
actually
was
might
scared
use
to
that shit.
fail. I ain't had no $40,000 at all. I ain't had
No,
four
I
hundred
got that's
dollars.
no, that's yeah, no, that's debt. I mean, I'm
Thank God
paying
for the
on it.
army, bro. I would have been
Yeah, no,
fucked.
I'm paying on it, but that's the debt basically of that loan.
Do you imagine if we were student athletes today making that
That'd be
type of
dope.
money?
Like
Yeah, bro. You would never
fucking
you would never leave college. We'd be in there 10
SAE
years. Some
BMX
have to
team,
get five
SAE
mil.
skateboard team, fucking
Hotel.
SAE drum line. Like why don't we have a drum line? Like for real though.
We
Like
ain't got that much money. It's hard to be doing the events we do at the school anyway.
yeah,
We be
no.
buying food. Now we gotta
Them
budget
drums was
out how
broke
much
as
food we
fuck.
about to buy.
Yeah, that's pretty sad about how broke them drums are at school. But anyways,
But no,
beside the
man.
point.
I wanted to let you know this here because I've saw a lot of great things. Since we're speaking about the school, you know the school is in our neighborhood,
Yeah,
which is Old Town,
yeah.
River North, Gold Coast.
Is that
So
is that that area? Is River North?
that's yeah, River North,
Okay,
and Gold Coast and Old Town. So it's pretty much like three neighborhoods all together in one. So
right in that
River
like
North is
proper.
like downtown, fucking, yeah, you're
Yeah,
in the posh area, Where you go,
yeah.
where I'm from 1450 North Cedric, man. Where you go right there, it's a war zone, brother. Hudson,
Well, it's like what below like 68th or 60th, right? That's where it starts to get a little bit
nah,
wild.
you talking about going south. We up north anyway. The school
Oh,
is
okay,
not far
okay. Yeah.
from there. We from
I don't know. Like,
Skid. So
yeah,
let
a
me
few
explain.
times
So like
people have
we
mentioned it.
go to
Yeah,
school, right? Our school is on Chicago and Orleans, right?
yeah.
Um,
So in my brain, that's like the middle. of Chicago just because I go in and go out from there, like legit. Like that's I know it's not. It's like upper. It's like more of the north
Right,
top.
right, right. But that's
Yeah,
pretty much where you're more familiar of. So
yeah, yeah.
because that's where I grew up at, I can tell you
Mhm.
straight up how it is.
Yeah, we were talking about that other place, the other apartment for
Marshall
yeah,
Fields, yeah, me growing up,
yeah, yeah,
Marshall Fields.
yeah.
Now, so when you go to Marshall Fields though, it's some tough shit over there. So you grow up there, growing up there is wild. So and then remember, we still had the Cabrini Green project still over there too, and that's a rough place in its own. So
Yeah.
the thing is, at our school, Old Town is really famous. I didn't know this until this morning. I found out that, and Alyssa would have loved this. I wish Alyssa was here to hear this. We'll talk about it with her tomorrow
Mm.
before we record, but definitely
Yeah.
the first ever gay rights organization was founded in O Town.
Oh shit. Yeah. No, that would. Yeah, she would love to
That
like
is
have
dope.
that little snippet, or yeah, to like
That and
just
the
sort of
fact that
learn
we go to
that. Yeah,
school in
yeah,
this neighborhood would be big for
yeah,
her.
yeah.
That she would love that.
That is
Um,
dope. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is sick.
1924. The Henry Gerber House. I forgot where it's at. But it's right around where I'm from. Not too far. I think it's past where the tracks is, where you know the tracks is going back towards Chicago.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you got the other line that goes up kind of toward Milwaukee and stuff, or that other side,
Yeah, going by
or
really
like you're talking
Clybourne.
about like more like the
So
end of the blue line.
no, 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 no. So when you take the Brown line, when you're going to go to
Or
school,
yeah,
right?
sorry, Brown
You,
line. That's what I
you
meant.
right.
Apologize. Yeah.
You get off Chicago. So you get off Chicago. The next stop is Cedric. So that's
Mhm.
my street. I get off there, walk home. That's a block away from the train. That's the only station that's in Old Town. So you have to, if you want to go to Old Town and you want to go to the Second City, or you want to go to the Fudge Pot, or if you want to go to Steppenwolf, or if you
Fuck
want to go,
fudge pot. That sounds
oh,
like
let me
either a
tell you.
black strip club or like a gay bar. I'm
They've
sorry.
had gay bars over there.
I'm trying to say it sounds like
They were
one or the other.
Lakeview before Lakeview. If you ever been to Boys Town on Belmont,
In
you
North
will
Dakota,
see
drove by this
any
place. I was like the I
boy
beam. I was like,
man, Boys
what is
Town,
that?
bro. That
No,
was
I
Boys
beam. It
Town
was
and
like,
that but Fudge Pop, you sicko. Get your mind out the gutter. The Fudge Pop was a little candy shop. It's one of the oldest candy shops in the city. And they sell like lollipops, they sell little fondue
mm,
machines, they got
some suckers,
everything.
some lickable
We
stuff you
bought
can
my
put in your mouth.
mom on her 45th birthday. She was sick, and this me and my
Oh
brother
yeah.
was going there. We got her a lollipop with her name on it in red icing, and it was a
Mm.
chocolate heart. It was her birthday
Oh, that's
present,
dope.
and she
Yeah,
was
yeah.
sick. And I was turning 9 3 days after that. So
Hmm.
my mom, me and my brother went out to go get this lollipop. And at the same time, the Chicago Marathon was going on. And normally, what we would do every year the marathon was going on, screw watching it on TV. We'll look outside my kitchen window or my mom's room, which would
To
show
watch that
Cedric
shit
Street,
happen.
and watch it
Yeah,
live in the kitchen,
yeah, yeah.
watching them go down the street. And they'd be playing on Channel 7 on ABC in Chicago. So you'll see it on TV. If they're not at the neighborhood, you can watch it a little bit, see where they're going. They made that turn to go down North Avenue, to go down Cedric, to come past the tracks. Let's move to the kitchen. Go to the kitchen, see them. They're coming down the street. You see them running.
Yeah,
Every October, man, this was a fun pastime for me and my mom and my brother because it's her
that's pretty
birthday.
dope though.
But
Yeah,
we almost
sharing.
got stampede, me and my brother, man. My brother was my brother was shit 17. No, he was 18. I was 9. I was going to turn 9. The 3 days after her birthday is my birthday. So the marathon was on her birthday. My birthday's 3 days later. My brother was already 18. So he trying to, boy, get over here. They ain't gonna run after you. I'm scared, they're running.
Yeah,
I'd never been out there when they were actually running. It was pretty cool to actually be out there and see them run, and
yeah.
at the same time getting this present for my mom that was personalized. It was her name on it, and it was a heart, and it was me and my brother. He paid for it, but he said, when I buy some, it's for you too. You had an
Yeah,
idea.
but it was sort of like a
So
mutual,
it's all
like,
love.
it's from us. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
from
from
all
us.
Dukes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
OG
like
loved
that.
it. She
Yeah.
was sick though, sneezing and coughing
There's,
and all that. And you know how them doctors do, screw around with
yeah.
you with them damn pills. So what happened with her was they give her these prescription pills. She ended up getting like gastritis, indigestion. So it fucked with her stomach lining and everything. And
And then what you eat starts to fuck with you, and then you can't process food, and then it's, yeah, then you
this
just,
is right a
yeah,
little
then you
over
just,
20 years ago, 22
yeah,
years ago.
it's
So
fucked.
I'm
Yeah, they
walking
probably
her.
didn't know as much as they did or they do now, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
She's
No,
better in spirits now. She stopped taking them damn prescription pills. But she said, well, I was walking with her to the hospital 2 days later, and boy, she was throwing up everywhere. Like she had to go off to the side and throw up because it was
mhm.
fucking with her. And we had to go to Grant Hospital, which is on um, Armitage, not Ogden. There's another side street that will cut up. So it's Armitage, Clark, and then there's another corner
I
street
know there's
that
like
cuts up.
New Orleans, like Chicago, and then like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I just know how to get the fuck in and the fuck out from where I need to
So you don't,
go.
but what I'm saying because I grew up
I know
in
kind of
those
the area
neighborhoods,
though.
like
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
that's Lincoln Park area. So I've been around there. I was
yeah.
born over there, so I know like certain little spots, and I can go through. Like and when you ride on the train too, I'll get off at Fullerton when you take the brown line. You can get there to take the red line. You can get off there to take the purple line. It takes you all the way to Howard, and then they have a connecting. Well, the train connects and it goes to Wilmette, so you can go to Wilmette and Winnicott and shit like that, and
Somebody
it'd
was
be
trying to
nice.
tell me how to take like the orange up two stops and hop off at like Merchandise Mart and then hop back on the other
Yep,
brown or something. I was like,
they fucked you
that's the
over.
fuck I want to do. Yeah, I'm like, hey, just fuck it. I'm like, I'll just
No,
take it around the loop.
listen,
Like,
the
I'll just
orange
take it around the
line,
loop.
the orange line doesn't go to merchandise mart. What the
Or
orange
whatever
line
it was.
does,
But it was like something that went
you
like from
take it
there
to
was like
Clark
two
and Lake.
stops up.
Yeah,
Oh, of course, yeah.
if you get on at Quincy, it'll take you to Washington Wells, then
Yeah,
Clark and
yeah.
Lake. Get off at Clark and Lake, go up the stairs, go back
Yeah,
over on the
see,
other
that's
side,
the
and
whole
it's
thing
brown.
where I was like, I don't want to be dicking with it. I'm like, it's so much easier just to
It's
jump on it. Fuck
but
it,
see,
take the
if you
brown
jump
line.
on that
Mm.
brown line though, it's coming from the north going south. It's gonna be longer for you to even be on
It's
the
not
L.
that, it's not that much longer.
I mean, it's
It's
easy. Well, I would
three,
say
four
if you don't
minutes.
want to wait for
Yeah,
the brown line to come at Clark and Lake, your best
yeah,
bet is
yeah,
just take the brown
yeah,
line anyway. I understand
yeah.
that, but for me,
Well,
being
I
that
usually
I
get
am
there
an
so early.
impatient, I am very impatient myself, so I can tell you like this: your best bet would just take that orange line from Quincy, get
Yeah.
off at Clark and Lake, and you can hop up the stairs, hop back down. The brown line should come like maybe 3, 4 minutes later. Because if you miss one,
Also, yeah, like
surely
you
another
say,
one's
like
coming.
you gotta swap to the other side.
You can
Yeah,
go
that
up
was
the
the whole shit.
stairs.
I'm like, yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that. I'm like, I just fucking, yeah. That's why I
You're
show up,
just
like, I just
fucking
show
take
up
the
that enough. I show up that enough early that I don't need to be
you don't
rushing.
need
You
to
know,
do
like,
it anyway, so it's
I
all good.
still, yeah, I take the long route or whatever. Yeah, I'll take the brown line around or that loop, and
Yeah.
then I'm still there fucking half an hour,
But
40 minutes early.
you
But
know
yeah,
who I found out was from Old Town I didn't know. He's from North Avenue. Dennis
yeah.
Farina, remember the actor? Recently passed away. Dennis Farina. He
No,
usually
I don't
played
know.
like a detective in some movies. I think he was Billy Bats on Goodfellas? Let me see real quick, cause yeah, he was on he had to been on Goodfellas, but he's from Old Town. He's from my neighborhood. He was on North Avenue, so that's before they started putting those high rises and stuff over there. But they got him and Polo G as the notable residents from that neighborhood, which is perfect because he's from Marshall Fields, so that
Oh
would fit.
yeah. I mean, it worked if you're from there, but that seems like a real bizarre kind of.
I said that earlier too. One guy who
Yeah,
was a
you're like,
detective, he was a
oh, it's the
vet.
former president or this person that murdered 30 people. I'm like,
No,
what?
no,
Like,
no.
not to say it like that, but
Oh
no, no, no.
no.
I'm just saying.
And for the
But
record, and
it
I'm not
seems a
editing
little
this.
odd.
I'm gonna
It
say
seems a
this
little
now
odd.
because you gonna put me in the jam. That's people from the house, so I got to put this out here.
No, you're good.
This is family.
Yeah.
I've known his people since I was a kid. I know his dad, his mom, grandmother, all that.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
He was a shorty when I left, so I can't say I know him, but I know his
yeah.
people. So of course, it's all love.
Yeah,
He's not a murderer. His family is pretty smart people. They got out of
yeah.
Marshall Fields. When he got famous and he started making that money, they got the hell out of Dodge. They did the right thing.
That's
They
good
and
though. That's
now
good. That's the
they
right
all
thing. Yeah,
prospering
yeah.
financially in business. And they
It's
will
been so
always seem
long.
it just seems
Yeah,
like they
no,
always knew that they was going to, be
yeah.
something and make good business decisions. So
No, that's good. And I meant it in no disrespect. I just meant it in a way of just being like, it's
in the
been
neighborhood, you
saying
can
so
say
many
that.
fucking times. Well,
In
no, but
general, you're right.
I
But for
mean,
them personally, no.
you you could timestamp it right now if you want to.
Whole time.
But like the whole King Von bullshit. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
I
worse.
put a lot of
That
money.
that motherfucker was going wild.
I know he put a lot of money into the community in some ways, but that motherfucker was wild and he was a fucking murderous piece of shit.
He was wild, bro.
My whole crew was. So I don't, I'm just saying, like, that's where
Difference with
sometimes
them
I'm
and
like,
him.
yeah, I don't know about that end of it,
The
but I just
difference
was hoping,
between them guys who you just mentioned
yeah,
and
yeah.
Polo is this. He had the
I
family
have to get,
structured.
yeah,
His mom
I'll
and
actually
his
go and
dad
look
was there.
into the
But I,
music
I
more
got you,
for
but
sure.
check it out, Travis.
Hmm.
Both of his parents was there. He had his sister there. He had his brother there, his little sister there. All of them are a collective family. Now, in all
I
families,
get what you're saying, the
everybody,
structure for sure.
all
Yeah, for real,
families
for
have
real. Yeah,
all
yeah,
families have little issues here and there. Everybody does. But the thing about them is they have made their family prosper through
yeah.
him. And really, let's get it started.
Mhm.
Lilani, his oldest sister, was an entrepreneur. Me and her were friends on Facebook. And she would tell me about her business that she had. And it was called Sticks and
Mhm.
Stones Beauty. And she was working that out. And in that instance, sent me the music video for Finer Things when he dropped it. And it was just right
Oh,
before I
nice,
came
nice.
home from the army.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
when I saw that video, I'm like, that's Manir, that's Marshall Fields. Hey, that's the block. That's
yeah.
that's the house. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
So
hell yeah,
and
hell yeah.
now this guy's got top five Billboard 200 albums, number one hits in the radio.
Mhm.
It's good
I
to hear
I've only
from
heard the yeah.
your
No, for
own
real.
neighborhood,
Yeah,
your
no, for
block.
real. Yeah.
It's
So
huge.
in some ways, a lot of the names that I was hearing when I moved here, and I was like looking into them, I'm like, ooh, ooh, like it wasn't it was like everything kind of was just a little rough, you know.
Oh yeah. And that's from
But
other
no,
areas.
I'll have to look more into that particular artist, and I am intrigued to because like there's a lot of people that do or have been popping up and doing really good stuff, I felt like. And then, yeah, it tailors off into fucking bullshit. Or, you know what I mean? Like,
He's
you
one of
get
those
into the,
rappers.
like, yeah, like not paper chasing.
He's one of
So,
those rappers that does good for the community. He does put
yeah.
in, especially for Marshall Fields, he does go and help the kids out over
Oh,
there, put his money up.
I talked to Harley earlier today,
Oh,
by
you
the
did?
way.
How's that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just doing just a couple of songs and something like that, and just kind of threw out like a shout out.
Oh, that's
So I
what's up,
just,
hey man. It's good to hear
yeah,
from
yeah,
Harley,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I
So no,
liked
it
him when
was
we
so
worked on
funny.
the
I was like, I
project.
remember it. I'm like, yo, you and I did that project, and we're the only people in the class that got the artists to immediately like give us their contact information and want to try to
Whole
do something.
time. I remember
Yeah,
that. We were the only
no one
ones that
else.
did. Remember that?
It
And we
was no
got
one
the
else.
A.
Yeah,
We got the A
yeah,
for that because nobody else, like they got them, but it wasn't like they would send messages or whatever. We actually
yeah.
had him do the interview with us right then, and we was the only ones to do
Yep.
it. That was big. I remember that.
But
That was
then,
so
yeah,
cool.
but we were really like we did, yeah, we did the work, and it was really good. Faith, she had already mentioned she was like, oh, she's like, I have an artist that I think you'll like. And then she set me up with you to work on that. And then I
Yeah,
was like, all right, what are we doing? And then I was like, the fuck? And I was like, wow, this is really good.
yeah. This
But
is
yeah, no,
that
that
was tough.
100% that was good. But yeah, it was the only yeah, we're the only group that actually had the artist that was like, yeah, give me your info right now before I get off this Zoom.
Absolutely. And the look
If
on
they
her
showed up,
face,
yeah,
and the
yeah.
look on Faith's face when she saw that we was doing that was
Just proud,
priceless.
man.
She was
Yeah,
very
yeah.
proud.
No, it was dope. It was like, yeah, proud of what she did, and of course, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like literally taught us to do what the fuck she's trying to teach us to do.
Right. And it was so good that we were good with, I guess with me, I had to break out of a shell with public speaking and really
Yeah,
force myself to express myself in a way that could relate to the artist at the same time, because I'm an artist too.
right,
So
right.
I wanted to relate to him and also um, understand what his craft is and really study what he was doing and really
Yeah,
have a compelling, statement to why we would be great to help him if
yeah.
if the opportunity would arose.
No, that's like you did the work that was supposed to be done for that project. I did the same thing with looking at a lot of the songs and things like that. And I'll second your sort of, dude, I don't want to go up and talking to in a bunch of front people like, no, fuck that shit. But like that's what was good was like if there's someone else,
I was fried that
it
night,
was like,
though.
all
Yeah.
right, we could both be awkward together.
I
We'll
was
figure what the
fried
fuck
that
the
night.
hell.
I had
Yeah.
to I had to have some, some THC encouragement that
Oh,
day.
I had a
That
lot. Yeah, I had a lot too. Yeah,
I,
no. Yeah, of course.
it was
No, yeah,
needed, brother. Look, but
yeah.
the one
It
thing I
was
wanted,
fun though.
the one
That
thing
was
I
that
want,
was one of my best or favorite class experiences or
me too.
projects at least
That
was
was
that
mine.
one, just because of either with Harley and then just that whole situation of like
That and doing
working
the
with the artist
podcast.
and like building it or thinking how to build it, and it was like it was good in that early stages, I think,
Yeah,
of the ideas of the business building type
that
ideas.
made me happy to go back to school because I had already finished audio, so that was what I wanted to do anyway. I just wanted to know
Yeah.
how to produce my own music, so I didn't, and then go into the studio to see if I can work with them. And the
Mm.
way they was telling me about how they were going to evaluate the process, I was like, screw this. I really learned to really engineer my own work. Why can't I just
Mhm.
engineer my own work? But now I'm looking at the business side of it, and it's very attractive. It's looking like I could understand what I need to do as an artist, not just on the recording end or the promotion end, but the business side of it and what I would look
Yeah.
for if things pop. This is what I
Mhm.
would need to do. This is what the setup I
But
need
I
to, you know,
in a way, I think
accomplish.
that you're on the more positive level of it, whereas so I'm trying to formulate all of this that's going on through my head. So like learning all the legal shit, like the business model stuff, like
Yeah.
we've learned it, and I don't think that either one of us is like, ooh, this is how I could fucking make a bunch of money from someone. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, I feel like
make money for
in some
me.
ways we're more like, well, either I have talent or I can maybe, work in talent acquisition, but also make sure these artists don't get fucked.
True.
You know what I mean? Make sure they
You
got their
would be
masters and
perfect for artists and repertoire.
yeah, it's like that sort of, but like I don't know if it's necessarily a manager or like I don't fucking know, whatever. But
No,
like I don't.
you would be a great A&R because you have great music taste. You have a eclectic music taste. So you
Yeah.
could find somebody, I
Sometimes I
would
thought
say
about
if you go
talent
to
acquisition or something, but yeah,
talent, it's kind of the same thing too. It's just with talent
what's
acquisition is it's a more of a I would say like a manufacturing process. Like you're looking to find these people. You're going out
And
to
then
look for
building them or something
building
like
them.
that.
And really, that's what A&R does too. A&R
Yeah, yeah,
builds the artists. They tell them,
yeah.
okay, this is the process, what you want to do, this is what you want. And
Mm,
but the thing is, I wouldn't want to do that. I used to think about wanting to
mm,
be a label executive and kind of like
yeah.
work with other artists, but then I kind of realized like a lot of these executives like to take they like to take the artist's sense of artistic control. Remember when you
Well,
have
that's what I
artistic
don't want to do is
integrity.
fuck with somebody's like their actual, their the authenticity of their music, or like make them, like, oh no, we want more poppy shit, or no, make this one heavier. Like,
Be
no, like
like that,
do
yeah.
whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? Or like, if it sounds like shit, I'm gonna tell you it sounds like shit. But there's for no reason do I think that you should push an artist to do something that they don't want to do.
Yeah. It just
It
defeats the
doesn't. It
purpose of
doesn't
them
make
being there.
sense. Like it defeats the fucking whole purpose of art, and that's why. I mean, sometimes like you get good albums out of it right before someone leaves a goddamn label. You
Yeah, and
get
then you still owe them
you get
money.
yeah, you get some good albums sometimes when people leave that label, that last album, and it's literally a silent fuck you in a
Yeah,
lot of
but
ways. Well,
really
it's
the
not it's
company
not
said a
silent, but
bigger
it's
fuck them.
somewhat subtle. Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
somewhat subtle musically, but
the
yeah, they
label
just went over it.
the label gets the biggest fuck you because you recorded the album and released it in their conglomerate. So that means any royalties that they thought they was going that you thought you was gonna
That's
get, you ain't gonna
one
get.
of the biggest problems I had with the whole music law thing. It was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, you
Somebody
sounded muffled right
really
there when you put
likes.
your hand. There you go. I
Oh,
can hear you
sorry,
now.
sorry, yeah. No, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, sometimes with the music law, that was just driving me nuts. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, how can people make like less than 2 or 3% off their own art?
Listen to
Or like
TLC's deal.
no, I know, like, with I mean, Miss Levi taught us a lot.
Yeah,
Like, thankfully, like,
thank
she
God.
taught us a fuck ton. But yeah, even at the same point, it's just like, like, it's kind of spazzing trying to like understand it sometimes. But yeah,
It's
it was like not
wild.
trying to argue with her. It was just like, it doesn't make sense. And at some point, she's just like, it's not fucking gonna, dude.
It's never gonna make sense. Because
Oh,
remember,
okay. Like, yeah, she's like,
Music
it's not
industry
gonna.
rule 4080. Record company people are shady. Q-Tip told us all. I mean,
Oh, motherfucking Q-tip.
oh
Oh,
man,
wow,
he,
wow.
he told us all, man. They
Yeah.
shady, bro.
I was hitting
And
up
look at
some
the
old,
360 deals.
yeah. Dude, that's the thing. The 360s drive me insane because so many people be taking that and they're on the fucking hook and they're fucked.
When
Like,
you
so
don't
screwed.
have no money, anything sound good to you.
Yeah. But
Sad work. Sad work. Thank God we went
yeah,
to school and learned
yeah.
entertainment law, or we would have
No,
probably been
for
fucked
real.
too.
Because like you figure there'd probably be two or three more artists that we've got that have gone through the school that are doing really well right now that probably would be real fucked if they didn't know what they taught us.
Whole time.
Like
And
Rhea, or you know
yeah,
what I
Rio.
mean, even like
Whole time.
Shakar, like, dude, if they
Rihanna.
didn't know any of that, or at least had a little bit of a circle or
Vano too.
people to, yeah, yeah, Vano, yep, Vano. I'm trying to think of a few. Nova's doing pretty well.
Yeah. Whole
I think
time.
he's now doing like a metal band shit or something.
Janisa,
I think he just got married
she's
as well. But
managing a EDM DJ, DJ Aviator. They got
oh
the
yeah, Aviator, yeah,
management
mhm,
company setting up
yep,
now. I think I saw that on Instagram. So
yeah,
they doing real good. and we doing
That's
the
good.
podcast. I just saw Izzy doing an episode of her podcast, so I'm gonna check that out soon.
Oh,
So
sweet. I didn't. I saw she did had like a picture or two from some other concert or a video recently, but I don't get like too
she's a
much.
part of it with Janisa too.
Is she? Oh,
Yeah,
dope. Hell
I
yeah.
saw
Fuck
her. She
yeah.
was doing like photography at the
Yeah.
show that they
No,
did in
those
December.
yeah, those two connected. They kind of had like the same kind of energy.
The whole time. Yeah.
Um, yeah, for real. No, it works well for what they wanted to do and what they were gonna do. It just, I don't know, a little
But
different from what
you
I
know
was
about
doing, but
Tatum? Is an artist. Her name is Tatum LaRue. She's up from our school too. You'll see her on Instagram. And it's Tatum LaRue. And me and her been talking
yeah.
on Instagram.
Taylor?
She talk about music. She went to our school. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you where you probably seen her, and we never met her. We never really like introduced each other. But
Yeah.
it was in our event, right? It was one of our events,
Oh, she
and
came
me,
by probably.
yes, me and you
Yeah.
was outside smoking the square,
Mm.
and she was in a kind of like a green and orange, looked like a tree dress, and she had on
Oh
shoes.
yeah, she look, yeah, looking good. Yeah. Mm.
Don't tell
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
nobody, okay? But
Mm-hmm.
she was
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. And she
Mm-hmm.
had the long hair,
Mm-hmm.
the curls. She was bad,
Mm-hmm.
and I never said
Mm-hmm.
nothing to her
Yeah.
that day because I was just out there. And look here, I got crushed. Me and her been talking on Instagram anyway.
No,
I
yeah.
might as well
There's
say
oh man, there's one of the ladies that's in I can't remember her name right off the bat, but
it.
she works in the office, but there was one day that like I thought she had her hair all done up, and I was like, "Damn!" She mentioned something to me. She was like, "Oh, good to see you today." I was like, "Damn, your hair looks good." She was like, "Honey, it's a wig," and I was like, "Oh, shit, my bad." And she was like, "No, it's fine," and she like walked off, and I was just like, fuck."
Hey, Black, we'll let you know it's a wig. Oh, time I know who you was talking about. She from
But it was
you
so
told
funny. She was
you
straight
told
up.
the
She was
one with the
like,
glasses. She wear
yeah,
glasses sometimes.
yeah, yeah, yeah."
Would be
I'm
with
trying to
Garrett.
think of her name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, time. She is pretty though. I ain't gonna stunt to you.
No,
She's
she's
pretty,
beautiful. But yeah,
very
there was that
beautiful.
one day she had, I guess it was the wig. I didn't realize it wasn't her real hair, but yeah.
Hey man,
She was
wig or
like
no wig, she
walking
she gonna wear
around,
it.
had like a good
She
look
was
on her
happy you
face, you
told her
know,
that.
smile. Yeah, yeah.
She was
No, it was so
cheesing,
funny
boy.
though. She was
She
like,
has a
"Oh,
good night,
silly,
yeah.
like, oh, you stupid white boy, like, it's a wig." He's like, "It's a wig, but
What?
thank you." And then like hopped off.
That's
I was
pretty.
like,
That would have been cool. Look, man.
it
When
was
I
funny.
came back to school, now mind you, when I came to school, the only
Hmm.
girl I really seen at SCE was Izzy. I rarely seen like a lot of girls at the school. Izzy had
Yeah,
already graduated, and then she came back to do
yeah.
business.
I had a bunch of classes with Izzy. We were cool for a minute, and then I don't know, it got weird.
No, but what had been after what business models or something like that. We was always talking all the time.
Kind of after that, yeah.
But okay, the David thing, yeah. Well, she was on her own
Yeah,
thing. You know
David
her.
was
She was always doing her own
David
thing
pissed
anyway.
everybody off, really. But yeah,
David,
yeah.
yeah, she was just trying to get the fuck on. She was,
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I was like, fuck this. I'm like, maybe I'll get a different teacher.
yeah. But
It's like,
we fished
no.
it out. He was trying to get us to do that consultant thing, and I'm like, bro, we got Miss Levi talking about doing our final project. We gotta focus on that too. I'm like,
Hmm.
like this isn't what we do. We don't do stuff like that. And we're
Yeah,
Izzy's trying to tell him. I'm trying to tell him. Jamie trying to tell him. It was too much. But he finally,
yeah.
fed up because I was at 72
Yeah, I
before
remember
he
you
took
telling
that
me that
project
because
out.
that you were like, you still doing this? I'm like, no, I fuck that shit. I was like, I was just doing the other class still. The I think whatever it
The
was with
final
Miss Levi, I
project,
think still finishing out that. Yeah, like the final project one. I was like, I can't deal with this dude right now
right? But changing the he ended up
at the
changing
minute.
it, so we took that project out because he knew we couldn't even be working on that
Mm.
and the final project all at the same time. It didn't make sense. But either way,
Oh,
I was at a 72. I ended up getting a 97 in that class. But I was at
Was
72 with that consultant thing on there, and I'm like, bro, we can't do nothing with this right now. We got final projects. We finna be done. And he just
yeah.
came into the school, so he didn't really know the curriculum. He going off his curriculum. And this is not a university
Oh, I
school.
figured he had been there for a while. The
He
way
hadn't
that
been
he
there. That was
kind of
his
sat
first
down
class.
there. And, oh shit! Wow. All right.
And
I
he
figured he
brought
had been there for a while. The way he kind of like sat down, was like spread my legs. You know what I
he
mean? Like
brought
this
his
is
own
what we're doing.
curriculum there. So he thought that that worked, and it didn't work. Now,
Fucking lovely. It would have been nice to know, but yeah. No, no, I know now, so that's good. I'll bring
he
it up.
told, yeah, when I think you weren't there, but he did tell us like, um, it was a curriculum that he curated and put in through the system. And it happened to me before with Miss G when I was in English composition. She had put in her own curriculum in it. And it was tough at first, but sooner or later, I think I had the highest score in the class.
What
I had
was
like 108 in written composition,
what
English
was her
composition.
what was her first name? Do you
Rebecca.
remember? Shit, I don't think that's who I had. I want to say it was
She
like
used to
Allie
be
something
she
that I
used to
had for
be
English.
you I don't know if you remember seeing her like on a Wednesday night or so. But she would be in, the main room, the little chill out room right there with all
Mm,
the paint and all that. Her class, that was our class with English composition. She was a white lady. She had like brunette hair and she was kind of older looking, probably like in her
yeah.
40s, 50s or something like that.
No, this one, yeah,
She
no,
was one
the
of my
the
favorite
chick I
teachers,
had was kind of
instructors.
like more looked kind of like emo rocker chick in a way, but she was like,
Mm,
old enough to be like my mom, maybe like
mm,
50s or something. Well, not, I guess not old enough to be my mom, but like 50s.
yeah,
But
you
like
were right the first time. She was kind
obviously
of like
heavy
that.
dyed black hair, you know what I mean? And kind of
She
she was real into Green Day, and I was like, ew. Like, well, no,
I
I mean,
don't know.
I
I
was
don't
into
know
Green
what
Day
she
for a
was into,
minute,
Miss
but
G, but
yeah.
I don't know what
So it
Miss
was a
G
different
was into.
teacher, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Miss
the
G
English
was
teacher I had was good. I did a bunch of my papers were mostly like on philosophy shit.
Miss G would
Um,
play lo-fi music to soften the mood and stuff.
oh shit. I wonder, there's a few people I feel like that did that sometimes.
Miss Levi did it. Miss G did
Yeah,
it.
maybe that's it. Miss Levi did it. I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, every once in a while, like, I'm wondering if like Dan did it. I don't think Dan did it.
Dan didn't do it,
Um,
but if he did, it would have been probably like game music. When I was in game
yeah,
audio,
more,
yeah,
yeah, more game music, like the same, like the what's his name? Fuck, with the A. Not Andre.
Adrian, not Adrian.
Adrian, yeah.
Oh,
He
Adrian,
would have
yeah,
put like game music or kind of some like
sure.
subtle kind of EDM-ish, like
Paul
lo-fi shit on. Yeah.
Paul and Marshawn were my first instructors. I'm not sure if you remember Paul Wisdrick. Um, uh, Paul was my first instructor, and we were his last class before he went to London. He works. I'm not
Okay.
sure what studio he works at now, but he moved to London. He started working in the studio,
Yeah.
and we were his last class. And he would show us like clips of him playing the organ, synthesizers,
Oh, okay.
piano
Cool. Yeah.
itself, and he was a badass.
I
Pretty
think this was
great.
right before I left, but there was a few people that I think were teaching or were like of the staff that were like there for a minute and then were out. Like Pierre.
Thomas.
Yeah,
Thomas
yeah,
was in
exactly.
audio with me, and he
Yeah.
graduated, and then he ended up becoming an instructor.
Went back. Yeah, that's pretty wild. It's cool
Yeah,
though.
that's
Yeah,
how I
it is
remember. I was
cool.
like, "Hey,
At least,
Thomas, how you doing,
yeah,
man? Well, cool, man. I'm all
yeah,
right."
fuck yeah.
Yeah, he
Hmm.
was awesome. But yeah, man, the school that was the best place for me because I just talked to my mom about this, right? Like, I wanted to go to the army band, and that's 42 Romeo, and we can end the show like this right here, because I know you got to talk to your pops.
Oh,
Uh,
Nick Cannon, you want to go all drum corps on us?
Drum corps? You mean drum line? What do you mean?
Or sorry, yeah, drum corps, drum line, yeah, Nick Cannon.
I can't even do it. I can't even do it. That was the greatest drum battle ever. CAU baby.
Hold on, I got two pencils.
Yeah. Now you get your little them little
No,
kid
I don't. I
Fisher
don't. I don't
Price
want to.
drums that been
Hey, I I bought
but
my
you would do
buddy
it.
bought my buddy's daughter one, and she broke it after about like 5 minutes. It was fine. It was all good. I mean,
Little
I still
kids are
enthusiastic.
destructive.
Yeah. He was like, "No, don't do it." I'm like, "No, it's good." I'm like,
Yeah. But
You just gotta wait a little bit to get her the real drums, and then watch her."
man, I was just talking about what was
Once you
that
know.
last part, man? Because we was talking about
Drumline, Nick Cannon.
no. I wasn't talking about that. It was talking about something within. It was something about the army. We was talking about before the drumline
You were
thing.
thinking band.
Oh, I was taking the band. Ah, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was gonna try to go be 42 Romeo, and the band academy, or for the army band, was in Fort McLean in Arlington, Virginia. Now,
Mm,
when you go into basic training under 42 Romeo, you are E4. You then after you do basic training, you go to Fort McLean, and if you pass, you become an E6, and you get a bonus up to. Well, that means you don't get the full, but you get up to
yeah,
$35,000.
that all
So I
up
would be a
to.
staff sergeant
Yeah.
in less than 6 months. But I couldn't read music back then. I learned to read music at SCE.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what fucked me. And then they had other instruments I couldn't play. I only played the saxophone, drums, piano, guitar, harmonica. Those are my instruments.
I learned to read music a little bit early on saxophone, but I only played it for a few years and I
Horrible
didn't
in
really
saxophone.
care about it. I really didn't fuck care about it that much.
I didn't
Like
care about it either.
I loved horns, but I wanted to play the fucking drums. Full stop. From day one, I want to play the fucking drums. But there's always the one kid or something. It's like there's one kid that already's playing the drums, so no one else can play it. So you got to play something else if you want to be in
You're,
band.
you're you're in that type of towns where they're like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm the drummer here. You're not a drummer, and then you're gonna have a fucking drum battle, like
It was
drumline.
probably it was probably the music teacher's son or some shit. Who the fuck knows?
Holy
Uncles,
crap.
uncles,
That sound like
cousins, brothers,
Springfield, man.
nephews. Yeah, who the fuck
Like,
knows? But
I'm the
so yeah,
badass guitar player here, not you. See,
no way
and
to
let me
play.
tell you this, that how I know you right, because when I was in middle school in Springfield,
Hmm.
I was the only guy in the school that was singing. My buddy Travis, who's now a Muslim, he is a part of the Urban League in Springfield. And like I said, he's a baby freedom fighter, a baby Malcolm X. This guy, brother,
Yeah.
is straight,
No, I laugh
and
just the
I
fact that
love
he's
him.
got the same name. I'm like, I rarely hear my
Travis
name. I'm like,
McCullough
what the
is
fuck?
his given name. He is now Najee
That's Irish
Travis
as
Shabbat.
fuck. That's
Yes,
Irish as
McCullough is
fuck.
the
What
Irish
the
ass
heck?
name. Boy, I tell you, my name is Irish too, Connor McCullough. That's an Irish
Yeah,
name. But
yeah.
yeah, man, he used to do the Michael Jackson, man, and he would come in like we had a Halloween dance. He came in with the Jerry curl. He had the
Oh my
it
God.
was the red leather jacket, the one glove with
The
the
zippers.
sparkles, the Michael Jackson shoes. He got his spinning through the spin tap. The white girls at my school going crazy. Yeah, Travis, yeah, they doing it.
What is
Man,
it? The one rhinestone glove or
oh, he
something.
had
I'm
it
trying to
on
think.
him.
Like, yeah,
He was hitting
damn.
that shit, bro. And then look,
The
we were like
zippers that go nowhere.
12, 13 years old, right? We do
That's
our
too funny.
first seventh grade. We finna get out of school. So
Yeah.
This is June 1st, 2009. I remember the date like yesterday. That was my
Right, right.
last live performance before I went to SAE. I did a live performance with. That's how I met Miss Levi. Was through and I played guitar, and then I ended up singing
Oh,
a
so like
cappella.
Iconic was there. She was doing that whole. Isn't
She
it
was doing the
Iconic
she was
for a
doing
bit?
the no, she was doing the project. She was doing the showcase, and it was like
Oh,
everybody in
okay,
there was
okay.
rapping, and it was cussing. Like she had to get in there, Miss Levi had to get in there and tell them like,
Like,
yeah, I
yo,
gotta stop
chill the fuck
cussing,
out.
like chill out. This
Yeah,
is a school
yeah,
event, and
yeah.
so I'm singing, so that pretty much kills the vibe. I think in the middle of it, I'm singing, I'm playing the guitar. They liked it. Then I start singing this song a cappella. There's no rhythm, but when they get to the second verse, they just start clapping like they know where the beat's going with where I'm singing, and they're following
Oh,
along
that's
as if that's
dope.
the beat
Yeah, no, they felt it.
towards the
Yeah,
end
yeah,
of it. I
yeah.
was like, fuck yeah, I got their
Bro,
ass now.
that would have had me like on cloud nine,
It
like
did.
randomly playing, and you're like, yo,
The
wait,
guitar was lit, but
you
then
get like every
that
beat
wasn't
is
the
so
biggest
heavy.
applause. It
Yeah.
wasn't the guitar was the biggest applause. It
Hmm.
was me just singing how I
Hmm.
felt. And they caught on to where they would figure it was a beat. They caught along to it.
Yeah.
And I said, boy, would I needed this in seventh grade. This is what happened in seventh grade in '09, June 1st, '09. I'm
That's dope.
13. And this is the middle school's first ever talent show. They had Grant Idol, which is just singing little shit. Now the talent show is for every other little talent that you had, and
Right, right,
I'm
right.
the first performer in that talent show. I'm the first
It's like
performer.
it's like when Shakar went up and like fucking blew the fucking roof off the building. It's like, yeah,
This
I don't
was
even
not
know
like
who else
Shakar.
played. I don't even know who else played that night.
I
Like,
don't
I
even
don't know.
care who else played. Shakar killed the whole, like
Yeah, that's
everybody that was
literally
out
that's
there.
what I was. I was like, I don't even know who else did nothing. Fuck, whatever.
Whoever was up there don't even matter. He killed
I
everybody.
hope you did well. I just didn't hear
He did very well,
it.
actually,
Yeah.
man. But look,
Uh,
what Shakar did was the complete opposite of what I did. So what happened
no,
is
I feel you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what
I
happened
feel
with me, what happened with me, and we'll go from here. Um,
you.
I went on stage singing The Temptations. It was just my imagination. I'm 13, right? I had to get taught the lyrics in the song by Miss Mary.
Yeah.
Miss Mary up there used to work at the school. Shout out to her. She had to help me learn how to song because I heard it on the Temptations movie that used to be coming on the MTV. So
Oh
I
yeah,
ain't hear the
yeah.
whole version of the song. So I would just know what
Right.
the hook was and all that, but I didn't really know the verses. So she would give me a lyrics and in rehearsals I'm singing it. Now, Miss Cass, who's one of the other teachers there, she was volunteering. She cut the song off when you get to the bridge because the you got the verse, then the hook, verse, hook, then the bridge, then the
Yeah.
hook twice, and then it goes off. And then we get to the bridge. She cuts the song off. I'm like, Miss Kaj, you can't cut it off because it's the bridge. I don't know when the song is. I'm like, you're not giving me a chance to do the song. And I have 5 minutes. This
Yeah.
song is 5 minutes. Let me do the song the way I need to do it. I'm not going to remember. I'll remember. I remember. Showtime! First performer. I'm good on the stage. Two things happen that fucked the whole mood up. I'm in the second verse. My dumbass decides to grab a wired microphone and do a Michael Jackson spin and fall. Now, I
Oh.
caught myself and
Oh.
stepped back around, and they was laughing. I hear them parents up there laughing, but I was
Yeah,
singing my
yeah,
ass off still,
yeah.
trying to savage
Trying to
what
hold it
savage.
together. Trying to hold it together.
Sure enough, soon as you get to the end of the second hook,
Cut
Miss
off.
Kai's cut it off live. I was so mad, and I'm just standing there with the face of awkwardness, like Miss Kai's is not even done yet. I'm off the mic. Miss Kai's is
Like
not over. You got the
also because
bridge.
you already
I
done kind of fucked up a
don't
little bit,
know,
but then
but
yeah.
I didn't know. You told me you would remember. I don't know. Fuck. So that night at SAE in 2022
Yep.
was the best resolution to that event that I ever had in my whole performing career ever. I've been
Yeah.
doing music and performing and stuff since I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
took a lot of my confidence at seventh grade. And then I tried to do it again in eighth grade, and my voice starts cracking. I didn't even make it out the auditions. Everybody's sitting there looking at me like, "Hey, Tobias, I thought you
Yeah.
was gonna be on stage." I'm just sitting at the beach, just like, man, leave me alone, bro.
Oh, I was gonna try to.
I don't even
Yeah.
want to fucking.
Do
I
one of
started
those.
singing, and
Oh
then it's just like,
man.
with 14, it was
Yeah.
getting me, And Miss Mary said, "Yep,
Yeah,
you ain't gonna
it
be able to
was
make it."
for the base setting.
But I'll tell you this though.
For the base
I
setting,
got
yeah.
most likely to be on American Idol. I was the front runner. There's a female version and a male version. Callahan
Mhm.
Smothers, my old friend in middle school, she won for female side, and I
Mhm.
won for the male side, and I was the only male singer. There was nobody there singing. Everybody, it was Travis doing Michael Jackson doing the spin
Rapping or
move.
yeah.
My boy Devontae, he rapping. I ended up starting rapping really because of him. So I really started getting into rapping really because he was rapping and he did this
Well,
freestyle
you were
on me.
doing, yeah, you were playing drums early, like with the church and stuff. You were saying
Yeah,
before,
I was
like more into drums and yeah, like kind of playing, like yeah, more like.
well, I started doing that when I was like 18. Like I was already playing
Oh, okay. I
drums
thought
at
you were younger.
school. They was that not like when I was at school, maybe like 7 years old, I was playing drums. When I would go to
Gotcha.
church and they would let us fiddle around with the instruments, I would start to like do my own beats on the drums then. And it was like, son, you ain't ready yet, son. You ain't ready to be in the black church. You ain't ready to play the black drums like you're
Oh
supposed to.
man,
In a
oh man.
Baptist church, brother, you gotta know how to play them drums. If you don't know
Well,
where they
yeah,
want you to
yeah.
go with it, you ain't, it's no play. And I'm telling you, when you get in them praise breaks, the drummer and the organ has to be on point. I'm telling you. I've been in Black Baptist churches all my life.
No, but
I,
you gotta play enough together though. Like that's the thing. Like
brother
literally, yeah.
brother
Like
Davis be up there. He about
you
200,
know
three
when
hundred
someone.
pounds. He up there. That the bass note and the high notes going crazy. The
Yeah.
drummer and the drummer is his daughter. When I started going back to church, his daughter
Oh
was
wow,
drumming.
yeah, yeah.
So
But
she was
she knows though.
master.
She knows.
She
Yeah,
was
she knows what
sick.
he's gonna play. Yeah,
Danielle could kill
that's
the
what I'm
drums.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you gotta play enough together, and you don't even have to say shit. Like it's
She
almost
know where
like
he
if
going.
you
He
feel
wants to
someone's
go
stutter
this way.
notes, you know that they're gonna go heavy or something like that. Like
Hell yeah.
yeah, it's that weird.
No,
That's
not to
what
say
I
that
was
for
saying
church. Hell
before. Of
yeah,
like,
but yeah,
but
absolutely,
yeah, yeah,
without a doubt.
yeah.
When
It's
they
you
played
get in tune where you don't have to say anything. Um,
Synergy,
yeah, yeah. I wish that one of one of the only people that I played with for a few years that I had that with, I really wish that they didn't turn out to be a total piece of shit and steal from me and my mom, which is
yeah.
stupid because he left all his equipment at my house
Hmm,
and stole like, I don't know, $100 worth of stuff, but left like 2, 3 grand. It don't make no sense, but it don't, like I said, it don't make any sense. But
I hear you.
I kept it for a while. I was like waiting to see if he'd, you know, call back, answer back, being like, "So what's up?" Like, I'm like, I don't really care
Right.
about the like, there's one thing I really want that you took, and it makes no it makes no sense why you would take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the best you get is maybe like $5 at a pawn shop. And really, like, bro, I don't know. I mean, I could probably go on, the internet and search and be like, yo, if you ever see a glass paperweight that
Sure.
says T. Chapman 1996, like, let me know. That's mine. Someone stole it. But like,
I
who
feel you.
fucking knows? Yeah, I don't really know.
Well, look at me. I had household goods with two guitars. One my father bought me, and one I bought
Mm.
myself, and
Oh, that's right.
personalized it, and
Yeah.
then fucking took it. So,
Yeah.
I feel your pain on that end, man. When it comes to that, and I was out the country. You gonna steal it from me while I'm going on the plane fighting for you, you son of a bitch. I'm going to Kuwait, burning my ass off. 9 months out there, 125-degree weather. You gonna steal two guitars because you a bitch. Be a bitch
Like, yeah,
then.
this
I
ain't
could
already
buy another one.
chapped before you get back and to hear that shit.
I hope the string break and you can't replace it, son of a bitch.
Oh,
Hope the frets
I
fuck
was
you
gonna
over,
say,
bro.
I was
hope, hope the
gonna
guitar
say,
neck break.
Fuck like pops and takes one of your eyes out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
for
how you
stealing my
understand it.
shit. Hope it,
You're like,
hope the,
ding, ding,
hope
ding,
it,
for
you
your
mean,
eyes.
pat. Ah, that has happened to me before.
Yeah.
The guitar string broke and pat me in the eye. I had to get it replaced. And it was like 25 bucks. I did it at Guitar Center in El Paso, and it was 25 bucks for them to do it. It's pretty
I
cool.
usually just get like little wood chips from my sticks, like off the cymbals,
Yeah,
because it would just like
break.
because I was aggressive with it, but like the direction that I was hitting, it would just kind of chop at them. Or
Wow.
then like the the keg that I had like cut up and broken to turn into a drum and a lot of doing all the other stuff. Like yeah, my sticks were like
God
shattering.
damn. What
But
is
yeah,
that?
like
Blue Man Group with no paint?
straight up. Yeah, straight up. No, I had
I want to go to the Blue Man Group
no.
performance one day if they still
Oh
doing it.
hell yeah. No, you gotta go. We gotta go to Stomp. Fuck Blue Man. Well, not fuck Blue Man Group, but
I need to
we gotta
go
go
to
to
one
Stomp if they're
before they
still doing
stop it
that.
because
Yeah,
I lived so close to Blue Man
I
Theater,
am.
so I
I
never.
found one year glow in the dark spray paint during Halloween.
Mm, hell
So I spray painted all the rims of my drums and my cymbals, and then I would turn on psychotic music and a strobe light. Sometimes maybe take acid or smoke lots of weed, and then fucking play my drums. And it was just all like glowing circles, and it was like,
Trans better get in the vibe. You better get in the vibe. Hey, I ain't mad at you. It gets you,
nah, hey,
you
I
into it,
be
man.
honest, like yeah, it was wild. It was wild times.
That's
Yeah,
pretty cool, man.
there's so
But
much that was in
man,
back then. But yeah,
that is hilarious. But man,
somebody
it's
has
been
those. Somebody has those drums. I sold
nobody
them to somebody.
that would be lit. If you had to take a picture of that, I need to see that, man, because that would be cool to see those.
I have I have an old phone that broke, but I think I could probably plug it in and like get the pictures off of it. But I have like I actually would love to do that because I have like 7 years of pictures I lost. So like a lot of my friends that have died, like so many fuck pictures.
Oh man,
Um, like pictures of my Jeep, pictures of my drums, pictures of like, living some other different places, like
yeah.
all types of shit. Yeah.
I gotta download that video that I took in Kuwait so you see how
Oh,
awesome that
hell
shit
yeah.
was.
Hell
Like
yeah.
we was riding through on that little baby ass bus, Corsair and all of them will remember,
Oh,
especially Francesca, she was scared as hell. We on there on that little ass bus and they going
yeah.
65 merging in the
You're
lane.
like, it's hot as hell, but why am I shivering?
Oh, I'm shivering in my boots because they going 65 merging. Shit, they merged in our lane going 65 on a little ass bus. I'm like, and these are McLarens, G Wagons, Aston Martins.
Oh,
They
damn.
rich. They
Yeah.
have the highest currency. Once again, the highest currency in the world. This is 10 years ago. June 16th, June 18th is when I first stepped foot in that country.
Yeah.
10 years ago. At that time, I'm not sure how it is now, but at that time, every one KD Kuwaiti dinar is $3.35 American.
Oh, shit.
So if you spent 500 KD, you really spent 1750 US dollars. 500. Don't buy nothing in Kuwait unless you got money, because that all over there is wild. They got
I
oil.
gotta, I gotta try to call my dad back to
Yep,
figure this out. Yeah.
old time. But
Sorry. I
yep,
didn't want to cut you off, but
no,
yeah, I
you
don't
good.
know. Something's up,
Absolutely. I
so I
was
gotta
trying to
talk.
get off quickly anyway, but definitely
See
is
you
enough
later.
time that we have here. Once again, this is No Cypher speaking with Tobias.
Travis,
All right, and we
you're
see you
dope.
guys, and we're dope, and we're gonna be back again and again and again. We'll see you next time. Hopefully, we'll be
Indeed.
back with Alyssa here. But deuces to everybody,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
yeet.